Hi everyone, it's Jo here, and I've put together this video to help any of you out there who have trouble sleeping, because there's nothing worse than lying awake at night, trying to get to sleep, knowing you've got a busy day the next day, and you just can't seem to get to sleep. So I've got 10 tips here that will hopefully help you. So the first tip is all to do with light and sleep. Now, if you think back to olden times before the invention of electricity, I expect we all went to sleep when the sun set and we woke up when the sun rose, and that was the natural way to do things. And that was good for our brain's chemistry, because when the eyes are seeing light, it actually tells the brain that it's daytime, and so it messes up our body clock. So if you try and read with the light on to get to sleep at night, which I know a lot of people do, it's actually waking your brain up and telling it that it's daytime. So you're actually going to find it harder to then have a good night's long sleep. Also, if you put the light on in the middle of the night, say to go to the bathroom, that's also not going to help you get a good night's sleep. Some people have street lights right outside their windows, and that again can interrupt your sleep. But a simple solution for that is to put up blackout blinds, to get curtains that are lined with blackout material. So that's the first tip. The second one is a pretty obvious one, and it's all to do with caffeine and sleep. Now, I don't know if you know this, but caffeine actually blocks the special sleep-inducing chemicals in our brains that help us to sleep. So that causes insomnia because it's blocking these natural sleep-inducing chemicals. So the best trick is really avoid caffeine anywhere near bedtime, but if you still have trouble sleeping, maybe try cutting out caffeine anytime from sort of midday or mid-afternoon onwards and see how you get on then. Now, my next tip to help you sleep is to make sure that your bedroom is as dark, quiet, cool and comfortable as possible. You need a little bit of fresh air coming in ideally, although if you live on a noisy street that's probably not the best idea, but make sure the heating's turned right down. And make sure you've got a really comfortable mattress if you possibly can, because nothing worse than lying in bed feeling uncomfortable. My next tip is to do with exercise and sleep. Now, it's a bit of a catch-22 if you have sleep problems, because typically you'll feel really tired the next day and the last thing you'll feel like doing is exercising. But exercising will actually help you sleep better. So although that might be a real major effort for the first few days or the first week or so, you'll find it will really pay off, make that effort, because if you can exercise for about just 20 minutes in the late afternoon or early evening, ideally cardiovascular exercise, that's the best kind of exercise and the best time of day to do it to get a really good night's sleep. Yoga is also good. I would do that as well, though not instead, because cardiovascular has actually been proven to be the best remedy. It also helps to get rid of stress. So if you're lying awake at night because you're stressed, then the exercise will help with that as well. The next tip is herb tea. Now, chamomile tea is probably one of the best ones because it acts as a nerve relaxant and as a mild sedative, and it's been used for hundreds and hundreds of years to help people sleep. In fact, it's been used since the Middle Ages, which was around the 11th, 12th, 13th and 14th centuries in England. So that's a really good, nice, easy way to help yourself get a good night's sleep. And there's another one of these easy ones coming up very soon. But first of all, the next point is about electrical gadgets and sleep. Now, according to a British newspaper called the Daily Mail, researchers have found that using an electronic gadget which has got a backlit display, like most TVs, phones and tablets, although not the Amazon Kindle I want to add, if you use any of those gadgets for just 2 hours before bedtime, just 2 hours can cause problems with sleep. So it's worth rearranging your schedule if you possibly can, so that your eyes aren't looking at any of those kind of backlit displays up till 2 hours before bedtime. Now, my next tip, number 7, is to do with mobile phones by your bed and sleep. I know that a lot of people are quite addicted to texting, or they need to have their phone there because of important emails coming in and so on. Some people even have it there just to simply be able to look at the time. Far better to just get a regular alarm clock. So even in standby mode, your mobile phone is emitting electromagnetic radiation. Now that's not very good for all aspects of health, but regarding sleep, studies have revealed that keeping your cell phone by your bed when you sleep means that you get poor REM sleep, which can lead to impaired memory and also problems with learning. So all kinds of detrimental effects just from having your phone by your bed. Now, here's a nice easy tip, number 8, bananas and sleep. I think this is a bit of a strange one, but it really works because a family member of mine has tried this and it definitely helps. Bananas contain magnesium. Now, this helps to relax muscles. It also contains melatonin and serotonin. So both of those things help with sleep. So eating a banana at bedtime could help you to get a good night's relaxed sleep. Now, point number 9, and there's just one more to go after this. Point number 9 is meditation and sleep. If you find you're kept awake at night because of stress and worries and you've got an overly busy mind, which I know a lot of people do suffer with, meditation could really help you because with practice and over time, it will help you to clear your mind at will and it gets you into a deeply relaxed state. That will help you to get rid of stress and it will help you to sleep better. Now, you don't need to go to a meditation class. You could simply play a meditation CD when you go to bed or before you go to bed instead of that last hour of telly. Now, my final tip is deep breathing. Now, I'm talking about proper sort of yoga deep breathing. This can have a calming effect and help with sleep and reduce stress as well. And the best way to do it is by exhaling fully first. Then let the breath come in slowly through your nose and go right down into your belly area. Let your tummy expand, then up into the lower ribs area, and then finally the chest. That's proper deep breathing. And then just gently exhale through the mouth. And if you just do this slowly and in a controlled way, for just a few minutes is enough, or 5 minutes at the most, that's all you need. That is a lovely, simple tip to help you to get a good night's sleep. Now, you can use any number of these tips, and I would suggest that you play around with them according to your particular lifestyle and what you think might be the problems causing your sleep. But I really hope that at least one or more of these tips will help you to get a really good night's sleep.